Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a story time video. I've been meaning to do one for quite a while, but I'm not very good at remembering things that have happened and thinking, oh yeah, I could tell a story about that. But I'm working on it. The other day I had a really weird day. Just a lot of weird freaking shit happened all in one day. So I figured that's a good one to start with. This was I can't even remember, it was like a week ago, I think. The first thing that made the day weird was the fact that I was actually awake before 9 AM. Not only that, I went and made breakfast and it had vegetables in it. And you may think, that's not very weird, Katherine, what are you talking about? Well, considering the entire week previously I was just eating chicken dippers for breakfast at 2 PM, that's pretty fucking weird. Then, not only that, but I cleaned the kitchen. The story is getting pretty freaking insane already. By the afternoon, I was just chilling. I was on my own in the flat. Everything was going fine, feeling good, nothing to worry about. The electricity went off. I only noticed straight away because the Wi-Fi stopped working, so I went to check the router and I was like, oh my god, the internet is broken, shit. And when I came back into my room, I realised that my fan had turned off, my clock had turned off, it was actually just the electricity. So I was freaking out. I didn't know whether it was a problem with the actual building or whether it was a problem with our electricity or the supplier. So I texted my flatmate and I was like, electricity's turned off, I don't know what to do, lol. I was out with our parents at the time. So they were like, okay, we're coming home, we're coming back. And then they came back and we rang up the electricity supplier. We said dudes, our electricity's gone off. What's the deal? And they were like, oh, is it? Sorry, we don't know why. And they said that there was a fault, a big fault somewhere, but we shouldn't be affected by it because it was quite far away. But they would find out and let us know if we were. Whilst we were waiting for them to call us back, we heard other people in the building complaining about the electricity being off, so we realised it wasn't just us, it was the whole building and it was the whole street as well. All the shops had all their lights off, everything was just dead, and then people were outside being like, what is happening? What is going on? And literally an hour later the company phoned back and was like, yeah, it is to do with the fault. Damn, boo, bit late. So me and Beatrice were back on our own in the flat again and we had no electricity. My phone was dying. I was freaking the hell out because it was 4 PM and I'm I haven't eaten since breakfast. I'm hungry. How am I supposed to eat when the chicken shop is closed and I can't use the microwave or the oven? All my food is frozen. I'm supposed to start a fire on the balcony and cook some curly fries. So we basically just waited for the electricity to hopefully come back on. I had the genius idea of turning the light switch on so that as soon as the electricity came back on, we would know. And about 45 minutes into playing a card game, it came back on and I literally screamed with excitement. I was so happy. And then it went off again. And then it came back on again. And then it went off again. And eventually it came on and it stayed on and everything was good. I wasn't gonna die yet. But we decided to finish the card game because, it was good. I was about to win, we had to finish. It was boiling hot, so we were sat right by the windows when all of a sudden I saw this flash of light fill the entire room for just a split second. And then 2 seconds later, this huge loud noise, explosion type shit, just fucking, you could feel it, it was that close, and me and Beatrice literally just screamed at each other. Right after I started laughing because I realised it was thunder. But seriously, when you've been freaking out for hours over no electricity due to some unknown fault that is affecting the entire area and you have no idea about, and then suddenly you hear this big explosive noise, I thought some shit had fucked up big time. Apparently Thor was trying to give us some electricity and that was a terrible joke. After all that had happened, it started raining and then it was getting really sunny again and then it was really hot and then it was raining again, and oh my god. After all of this, it felt like we had been through such a stressful day already that we were we just need some food. We just need to go get some food. So we went to the co-op, we got some food, we came back. Everything was good, everything was chill again, shit was fine, electricity didn't go back off, Hours later, I was back in my room on my own again. Then Beatrice messaged me like freaking the fuck out over something, and I'm like, what? Basically, she was like screaming over Messenger at me about a butterfly that was in her room. Actually, before all of this shit started, just saying, a bit weird. This like big black butterfly had come into her room and then just disappeared, and I hadn't seen it. She saw it. Didn't see it all day, and then at night when she went to bed, she saw it again, and she was like, "What the fuck, Katherine? Get the butterfly out!" And I was like, "Okay." So I'll come in to like catch this butterfly, but I couldn't see it. And she was like, "It was right there," and I'm like, "I don't see no damn butterfly. Like, I'm going back to bed. Like, okay, bye." And that is when this whole day just hit the peak of shit. Like it went from like here to like here. Real fucking quick. I opened her bedroom door to go back into my room, and I literally just fucking froze. Stomach drop, because literally right outside her bedroom, across the hallway, is our front door. And I kid you not, it was fucking open. Not even just like a tiny bit open, like half a fucking foot open. I was freaking out, like, why is our front door open? Why is our front door open? She was like, what the fuck? So she got up and looked. And then we just stood there like freaking out on the spot together, like, why the fuck is the front door open? And she was trying to like make me be quiet. She was like, sure, they'll hear us. And I'm like, I think they've already fucking heard us. I was like, seriously, freaking the fuck out. Like, we had locked that door hours ago when we came back, and no one had been in or out since. And it's one of those doors that like it locks itself. Like, you shut it, it's locked. You shut it from the outside, you ain't getting back in without a key. Like, you know what I mean? I'd walked past it loads of times, like in the time we'd been home, like going to the kitchen and the toilet and stuff, and I would have seen straight away if it was open beforehand, and it was not. So we're both like freaking out, just staring at this fucking door, like thinking like who the fuck has opened our front door? And she said like, oh my god, grab something, and I'm like, what the fuck do you want me to grab? Like, she ended up getting a half-empty bottle of vodka, and I picked up some like candle, like a huge candle in a jar, and I'm like, okay, I guess I can bash somebody's head in with this. Like, we walk out of her room, and the first room to the left is my bedroom, and like my door was wide open still, and I literally jumped like a meter into the room carrying this fucking candle, just like, ah. There was nobody there. There could have been, and I was prepared with a candle. We shuffled back out of my bedroom, and we were like, okay, fuck, where next? So we went into Gabriele's bedroom. He was our other flatmate. I'd been in there earlier to check the Wi-Fi, because that's where the router is, and I did not remember his wardrobe being open. So when I saw like the wardrobe doors, literally the first thing that goes in my mind is like, holy fuck, there's somebody hiding in the fucking wardrobe. What do we do? So obviously we shuffled in with our weapons, and there was nobody in the wardrobe. So yeah, luckily, in fact, the wardrobe was empty, but again, we were fucking prepared. If it wasn't, like, someone's gonna get a candle to the face. Next room we checked was the kitchen, and I legit fucking ran straight to the back door, and I locked that shit so fucking fast. Like, I have had recurring dreams for years that, like, if I'm being chased by somebody, the one thing I always have to do ends like running to the back door to either unlock it and get out, or lock it quickly before somebody gets in. So I felt like I had like been training my whole life for this moment, and I finally got to put it in practice. Like, I was like, boom, yeah, I felt pretty cool. Like, I always wondered, like, could I do that in real life, like super fucking fast? The answer is yes, bitch, yes I could. So we checked the rest of the flat, we checked the toilet, we checked the bathroom. Everything was good. It was pretty fucking creepy, because every time we walked into the room, like, all I could think of was what would happen if we actually like came face to face with some like fucking psycho murderer bitch. Like, I had a candle, and the funny thing was is we went into the kitchen and we didn't even like get any other sort of like protective weapon. Like, there was knives and shit, and we were just like, now we're good. So after we checked all the flat, we ran back to the front door, we locked that shit back up, put the chain across it, stuck a chair in front of it, and we were like, okay, hopefully we haven't just locked ourselves in with psychopath murderer. I was so fucking scared. Like, nothing like that has like ever happened to me before. I legit thought I was gonna find some man waiting to kill us or some shit, and all I had to defend myself with was a fucking candle. And just an FYI, it was also a full moon that night, so, you know, I don't know what fucking weird shit that could be linked to. Maybe it was a werewolf that fucking broke into our flat and then disappeared whilst we were checking the rooms. I don't know, but all I'm saying is that was some weird fucking shit. So Okay, so that's basically the end of that story. I hope you guys enjoy this. I keep slapping whilst I'm trying to talk. I'm just like, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Worst storyteller ever. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and let me know, because that'd be fun. Has this ever happened to you? Okay, if you thought somebody had like intruded into your house and like broken into your house, like what would you grab? What's the first thing you'd be like, shit, I need a weapon? Like, what would you grab? I don't know. I mean, I thought a candle was pretty good, to be honest. Make sure you subscribe to my channel because I post lots of stuff, and we'll hopefully be posting more storytime videos with less clickbaity titles, I promise, sometime in the future. So yes, bye bye. Yeah. What am I gonna do with this? Catch it and then we put paper, okay? But we don't have any paper. Okay, we're gone. This is funny. I can't. Oh my! I can't reach that high.
Yeah, I'm not going to bed until it's gone. I'm just saying.
Yes.
Where is it?
Right, I need to wait for it to get to the bottom. Yes!
Fly away! Get out! Leave the button outside. And then we go in. Oh shit! Oh shit! Okay, it's out, it's out, it's out.
No, you don't! No, you don't!